One dungeon master, 4 adventurers, all of them clueless. When 5 video gamers throw down their controllers and pick up dice, what's the worst that could happen? This is OCD&D.
Welcome back to OCD&D, where we find our adventurers, our intrepid adventurers, who have just survived a goblin onslaught. They are now in a cave. They've woken up in a cave where Clark, the bugbear, had his hideout, who they rudely killed and left nothing of him and his cohorts.
Justifiably killed, for the record.
Right. Agreed.
He was an ass.
Well, he wasn't very nice. That's very true.
Not at all.
So we find you in the cave. You've rescued Sildar, who is overnight has recovered slightly, but isn't doing very well. Still, he's not in the best of states and isn't going to be of much help. But he does tell you that Gundren, Jatic, your cousin, has been taken by the goblins to somewhere called Cragmore. He doesn't know where it is, but they took Gundren and all Gundren's belongings and all Sildar's belongings with them. And he just doesn't know what else to do. He was supposed to protect him, but he's in no state. And he actually asks the 3 of you if you can please help rescue him.
Jatic, how much do you really like this cousin? I mean, seriously, this has gone long enough.
Rumour has it pays well. So
There is that.
There might be some coin in it for us.
All right, okay, all right.
I'm not doing it out of love.
Fair enough. All right,
Just
I can respect that. I can respect that. All right,
It's all
so
about the coin.
look, we're a little bit beat up. Not gonna lie, this last battle was tough.
Yeah,
I think
is there a corner shop anywhere nearby?
I think we need to. We definitely need to hit some kind of township on our way to this Cragmore place. We can't just roll from here directly there. That's
Definitely not.
asking for disaster. I say we set out. Let's set out for the local township on the way to Cragmore.
Sildar does tell you that there is a local village nearby where he and Gundren stopped on the way through, and he says that it's called Gilad. There used to be an old castle there, so it's known as Castle Gilad. So it's not too far away, and
Sounds safe. I like it.
yeah, it's a small village. A couple of 100 people. You should be able to get everything you need there.
All right. I say we set off. Everybody
okay.
agree?
To glad it is.
On we go.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so Sildar leads the way, pointing you in the right direction, and you find yourself on the open road again. So you've gone back to your cart and horses. Everything's still safe. You camouflaged it well, and with Kim's expert perception, you've been able to dodge any traps that you may see.
I'd like to
About
break
time.
out in a little song right about now. On the road again.
I know someone
On the
can sing,
road
Greg.
again.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Yeah, we proceed.
Okay. As you as Sildar points you in the right direction, you follow the road for a couple of hours, and you spot, or Kim spots in the distance, a lone figure standing in the middle of the road.
There's a guy over there.
Slap bang in the middle of the road.
In the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Should we run him down?
Greg, you Americans, that's all you want to do, and it's kill everyone.
I'm an elf. I'm an elf.
He might need a bit of help.
All right, fair enough. I suppose we should approach cautiously, though. You
Oh,
never
yeah.
know what we're getting ourselves into.
Yeah,
Right,
it might be a Dick
Let's not
Turpin.
assume. Yeah, let's not assume we know who this lone individual is. I think we need to be cautious.
And if we kill him straight off, it might cut short a bit of our story.
Also true. I hail the lone figure in the middle of the road, probably about 50 feet or so away. You there, out of our way.
Who the hell are you?
It was a quiet one, isn't it?
It's apparently death.
Are you deaf?
Yes.
You there, out of our way. I think we should stop the approach.
Just
So
run him
the-
over.
The lone figure in the middle of the road sees you, sees the cart slowing, and slowly walks towards you with his arms outstretched in a sign of peace and welcoming. He's a very tall human.
Yes, he's very tall. He's 6'6". He's got long blonde hair. He's wearing like leather armor with some the fur of like a black bear draped across his shoulders like a cloak. And on his back you can see like a giant greatsword, as well as a few javelins for throwing.
And
And
he's armed to the teeth.
he's
But he comes in
opens his
peace.
arms wide as you approach him, and he says, "Greetings, new friends."
Who the fuck is he talking to? I'm not his friend. You his friend, Jatic? Do you know
Huh?
this guy?
I've never seen him before.
And you got me.
All right, okay, all right. Well,
Long have I traveled on this weary road. Where are you all off to?
Well, currently, we're just traveling this road.
He's a bit nosy, isn't he?
Why do you ask? Yeah, why do you ask?
I love stories of adventure, and I was wondering what yon adventure you happen to be on your way to or coming from.
Well, we could include you in this adventure, but you would have to pay us to be part of this this exclusive team.
Oh, now we're a
Because
team?
I mean, we don't shut up, Kim. We don't just let anybody adventure with us. I mean, we have to make sure you're worthy of our time.
Well, he's quite tall, Greg. He might be give you a leg up on all these hills you can't climb.
He might be able
Quiet.
to help you on boxes there, Jack.
Yeah. Quiet down, Stumpy. Quiet down. All right. All right. So what could you bring to us? What are your strengths, my
7
newfound
foot,
friend?
Carrying a great sword. Hello,
Hey, okay, Kim. Everybody's tall to you. You're 3.5 feet tall. Jesus.
everybody except Jatic.
Let's not just jump to conclusions here. I would
I
like
can't
to
jump.
know what this. Christ. This
Well,
is this.
friend elf, you seem to be of the magic kind.
He's
Sounds
special
like
kind
that.
of magic.
I can cast this great sword on anything and split it in twain.
All right. Okay. We do need fighters. We could use a sword hand for sure. I mean, our dwarf here, although he's short in stature, he is quite powerful.
Yes, short dwarf. He does look very worthy indeed.
He is thick, both in head and body.
Yeah, I may have trouble with boxes, but I can swing a mace.
Thank God.
Who is
All
that?
right.
Oh, I barely saw you down there, short one.
Yeah, well,
Is it about me or
happens.
you, Kim?
Right?
She's an ankle biter. No, don't be fooled. They both may be short in stature, but they have proven themselves in combat, my friend.
Kept your ass
look.
alive.
Oh, I would have no doubt.
I would say, look, if you're willing to give us maybe a couple copper pieces, we can let you jump into our wagon, ride with us to the next township. We can talk further about adventuring.
Yeah,
But,
we could do with an extra companion, because Parthonix is off looking after his pet rat, isn't he? So.
Yeah, let's not show our hand so easily.
All right, okay.
Pipe down.
Yeah, all right.
Well, yeah,
sorry,
Hector,
boss.
We can help you with passage and allow you a little rest from your long travel. What do you say? A couple copper pieces for a quick lift into town.
Surely. Onward to glory and adventure.
Did he just call you Shirley?
He did.
All
right, hop in.
Not gonna like that.
We'll allow Hector to join our wagon, and we will proceed on to the township.
Hector, are you guys riding in like a cart or driving
Yes.
a cart?
Yes,
Yes,
we are in a
yes.
wagon.
He gets in the wagon and immediately takes up way too much space. He's crowding everybody's leg room.
Thank God I'm small.
So the five of you ride on in your cart down the road. It's early morning. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day. The birds are singing, and the heat from the sun gives you warmth and a welcoming feeling.
Is
For you,
that the sun
companion.
or the barbarian laying on us? I mean, I'm just asking.
So, as you're driving along, is there anything you want to do before you, or discuss before you reach the village?
Hector, tell us about yourself. Where do you hail from?
Oh, I come from far to the north. I'm of the Bear tribe. I am on excursion to seek adventure and glory, and in return to my tribe with stories to share and perhaps something to make life better in the frozen norths.
Interesting.
Perhaps treasure and things to trade.
Okay.
What about yourself? What brings you all out here? What grand adventures have you been on?
Well, right now we're trying to track down the dwarf's cousin.
I'm just here for loot.
I see, a family affair. For the money.
Mm.
Word
Look, I'm
calls
not
that-
gonna lie. This is not my thing, Hector. I'm not usually one for doing family business, but there is some promise of some gold here. So, I mean, if we can come to an arrangement, maybe we can use your sizable girth as part of our party and take on whatever we come across. Because we need some frontline fighters. I'm not going to lie here, Hector. We need you on the front lines. We need you to swing that mighty sword.
It would be an honor to fight beside you. Friend
Fantastic. All right.
So, with the jovial jokes and tales, you get to know each other a bit better. As you turn around the corner, you see the village of Castle Gilad in the distance. The ruins of a castle, an old castle on the outskirts, and you slowly bring your wagon towards the village. It's a medieval type village with a small river running through it. Farmers on the outskirts are tending sheep. It's a nice place. There's a church at the centre, and nothing seems amiss. So,
Let's reach out to one of the locals and ask them where the, just to direct us to the local shops, in particular any shops that might be dealing in magic.
Also, a place where we might get some refreshment. What do you say, short dwarf?
See, I like the way Hector thinks.
Yeah, I do, yeah. Could do with a nice cold beer right about now. Or is it mead?
Yeah.
I
Or
don't know.
4 or 5.
Ale.
the peasant that you stop says, "Oh yes, hello. Oh, we always welcome visitors. Yes, just head in. You'll be able to find the inn, the tavern, on the left-hand side as you go in, and there's a couple of shops on the right-hand side. Please help yourselves, and well, not help yourselves. Obviously, you have to pay, but visitors are always welcome."
All right. Let's proceed to the shop.
Yeah, let's get stocked
Near
up
the
first
inn.
and we can
I
relax
guess,
a bit, can't
yeah. Let's get stocked up first. We do need to replenish some supplies here, Hector. We did come from a pretty intense battle prior to you joining our little caravan here, so we need some just re-upping of things.
So as you enter the town, on your right, you see a line of shops. You see an alchemist, imaginatively called the Alchemist. You see an art gallery called Sunrise Art. There's a bow shop called Sharp Shot. And there's a potions shop called Tinctures and Tonics.
I'm feeling the need to go over to the tonic shop. Anyone want to join me?
Sure, I'm in.
Yeah, me too.
So you make your way to Tinctures and Tonics, jump off your cart, tie it up to the side, and walk in. As you walk in, you enter quite a bright shop, different to tonic shops that you've been to before, and potion shops. Not so dark, very bright colours everywhere. And you hear a voice from out the back behind the counter say, "I'll be there in a minute." And this little old figure, comes waddling through, a big smile on his face. "Hello, I'm Nicodemus Craghollow. Welcome to Tinctures and Tonics. How can I help you?"
We're looking for some healing potions. Would you, by chance, have any?
Yes, I have lots of healing potions. What level would you like? We've got standard healing potions for 50 gold pieces. And we have greater healing potions for 250 gold pieces.
Whew.
Ouch.
I'll have to have a standard, I think. I've only got 197.
Let's not be so hasty here. So, shopkeeper, what say you if we were to say buy 4 healing potions, you give us a little discount off of the top of each price. So instead of paying 50 per, we go 45.
He laughs and says, I don't know if you noticed this sign on the side here. It says, rule number 1, no stealing. Rule number 2, no bartering. Rule number 3, no deals. And rule number 4, no stealing again.
You know what I don't see on this this list of yours here? No killing.
Oh.
I'd just like to point out, while Hector is not used to being inside, so he's like, while this is going on, he's just in the background, like trying to get into a comfortable position and to where he can't quite stand up to his full height. So his head just kind of keeps bumping the ceiling in the background. So
careful you don't break
having
anything, tall one. Careful you don't break anything.
Apologies, just trying to.
All right, I want to do like an
here.
intimidation here.
Oh,
Oh, well. Little snooty elf is breaking out the big guns.
roll for intimidation.
This could go very bad.
Elf, you are very snooty. Just bear in mind, though, I am 456 years old next week. You don't intimidate me.
Fine.
So, what's it going to be then?
Nice try, Traylon.
All right.
I mean, you know, ain't forever anyhow.
Hey, thanks for backing me up, team. Fine, we'll each take a potion. I don't know if Hector wants one or not, but I'll take one myself.
Yeah, I'll take one as well.
Are you guys just taking one? I'm going to take 2, me. I'll have 2, please.
I might want to hit the bow shop and upgrade some
Exactly.
arrows or something.
Oh, right,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I don't know if Hector has any money for potion. I forgot to look at.
you set off on your travels, skint Hector. That's not very wise.
You probably would have started with not a lot, actually. Let's have a look.
Well, I guess we could go take Hector and pin him out on a corner or something. I don't know. Just saying.
Unless someone wants to buy Hector.
What?
We don't know Hector well enough.
That's okay.
I might need an
Okay.
extra potion of healing because my neck's hurting looking up at him.
Getting it. You're going to see how valuable Hector is.
Hey,
I
we'll
just
get
want to ask
there.
him how the weather is up there.
Sounds a bit cocky, a bit like Traylon. He's going to get on really well with Traylon, isn't he?
Right?
Right, so
That was-
Traylon's buying 1 potion, Kim's buying 1 potion, Jatic,
Yes.
how many are you buying?
Depends if his armour and crap out of the other one. Go on, man. I'll just buy 1. I'll trust his snooty ship, and I'll get 1.
Hector just stands there eating like some beef jerky.
You're making me hungry.
Right.
Would you like some, short dwarf?
I would love some.
He gives you some.
Thank you very much.
So, in the distance, he runs out the back. You hear lots of crashing and banging, and he brings out 3 health potions and says, "Money first. Money first."
There you go. There's my
Alright.
50.
Yep, same here.
Take it.
Okay, thank you very much. And he hands over 3 health potions. So, well, anything else?
Have you got any daily deals or weekly specials?
No, no.
Fucking
That's
hell,
it.
What sort of shop this is?
Yeah. All right. I'm ready to leave.
Okay, you turn around and Hector hits his head as he goes out the door.
He's like a bull in a china closet.
And as he
Just
hit
about to say that. He hits his head and shuts the door too hard.
as he hits his head, the shelves rattle and a couple of plates fall off.
Sorry.
Nicodemus is not too happy. Get out! Come on, bug him off.
Well, it could have been worse.
Should have given us the deal.
Right?
We would have bought more.
As you exit the shop, you see a stern-looking woman rushing over to you.
Uh-oh.
And she stops about 10 feet away, looks you up and down, and then gestures towards you. She's about 5'9", dressed very eloquently. It's obviously very expensive clothes, and is probably in her late 60s. And she gestures you over.
All right. What is it you need, lady?
My name is Countess Eileen Okun, and I am in need of some help. Help me, please, and I will pay you. I will
What
pay
kind
you
of
a
help?
lot.
What kind of payment?
Well, it's top dollar. Top dollar.
Okay. What are you needing assistance with?
What's the job? Yeah.
So I need help clearing out my castle, and I'll pay you even more if you can figure what's going on.
Okay, lady, we don't do cleaning jobs. Unless you're talking about taking care of some kind of goblin issue, maybe, or something like that. But I mean, I'm not there to clean. I'm not going to clean your bed linen.
How does
Not for the problems of rich people.
5,000 gold sound?
It's intriguing.
Well,
When do we
And
start?
an extra 2,500 if you can find out why and what is going on.
well, what are we cleaning out necessarily?
Yes, let's.
Well,
let's
It all started 2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
So I was sitting down having my evening drinks, and a banshee appeared to
Ooh.
myself and my companion, Bridget. And Bridget runs over. She was doing some shopping. She runs over, and you see a jovial halfling wizard rush over. She says, "Hello, hello. I'm Bridget." So a banshee appeared to both of us with a simple warning: "Leave or die," it said. And then soon after that, strange noises and whispers could be heard through the castle halls at night. Then 10 days ago, the dead started to rise from the crypt below the castle. Luckily, the castle wizard, Milo, was able to seal off the crypt and evacuate the residents of the castle to the tavern where we've been staying. So I'll pay you 5,000 gold pieces to rid the crypt of the undead, and another 2.5 gold pieces if you can figure out why the spirits are haunting my castle.
All right. Well, let me talk with my compatriots here before we say yes or no to your problem. So we'll walk a little way from them out of earshot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's the deal. This is a pretty lucrative opportunity here. I'm inclined to say let's take this on. Hector, does that sword have any kind of magical properties? To fire or anything like that? Just curious.
No, it just cleaves things in two.
All right, you just make sure you walk in front of all of us. All right, Jatic.
I care not the problems of rich folks, but if it'll help you all out, then I will gladly help.
Well, this is Hector. This is going to service you in this glory. Giving you glory of stories, and you're going to be able to sing to this to your people.
And more importantly, there's loot.
Also, there's likely loot. I think we need to negotiate anything that we find. We're going to have to do some careful negotiation here because, there might be some items in there that are worthwhile picking up that she, might not want us taking. But, we are going to be going through the effort of this. I know she's going to be paying us, but, there has to be additional reward. Also, Jatic, I'm kind of feeling like your cousin is going to be dead after this. So are you good with that?
That's a lot of assumptions there, Elf.
We can't pass up 5,000 gold pieces with an extra 2,500 as a bit of a Brucey bonus as well.
Yeah, I love that family bond.
Okay. What are you saying? We're the medieval Ghostbusters now?
Yeah,
I think
Who
we
you
are.
gonna call?
All right. I turn back to the lady. I think we would be inclined to say yes to your request here. We can go into contract with you. I would like to stipulate though that as we go through the castle and take on this very dangerous job, that if there happen to be some items that are in the area that is currently occupied and danger from evil beings, that we may, if we find them useful, take them into possession.
Thank you. That's excellent news. But don't think me a fool. You'll be escorted to the entrance of the crypt.
Fair enough. But once we get into the crypt, I'm just saying that whatever's in the crypt, if we come across it and we find it useful, we're going to use that.
That's absolutely fine with me.
Okay.
There shouldn't be anything. We haven't been down there for years, so there shouldn't be anything down there. Okay, right. Milo! And you see this old bent over wizard come shuffling towards you. It's Milo, so he's the castle wizard. Milo, take these wonderful people to the crypt. Milo looks a bit worried and starts mumbling. And Milo, just take them.
Fear not, friend Milo. We mean you no harm.
All right, and I whisper to Kim.
I don't think he's worried about us, to be honest.
Yeah, Kim. Mm-hmm. And this is out of earshot, of course, of Milo or the lady. Just keep those sticky fingers handy as we walk through here. Just saying.
Not a problem, boss.
Your fingers are sticky. Were you cursed by a wizard or a sorcerer of some kind?
Something like that.
Just walk, Hector. Just walk.
It's a figure of speech, Hector. Shh.
Milo, I'm assuming we're now walking towards the castle.
Yes, so he's very, very sprightly for someone so old.
Well, he is a wizard.
Maybe if you wash them in like a stream or something, they wouldn't be so sticky.
Let it go, Hector. Milo, tell me about yourself, Milo. Why is it? You're the castle wizard.
I suppose it is useful for hanging onto your weapons and making sure you don't drop them. He just keeps ruminating on it over and over.
Yeah, we've noticed.
What's that? Sticky fingers?
Milo.
Yes,
Focus
yes,
here.
yes.
Why have you not been able to rid this castle of these this banshee and the undead? Are your wizard powers not up to snuff? What's going on here?
I'm not a very powerful wizard.
Okay.
Yes,
All
that's it. Yes, that's it. That's right.
So you're more of like a jester. You're just more like tricks.
Yes,
and
yeah.
Card games. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Been with the
All
family
right.
a long time.
Anyone practicing necromancy around here recently?
Yes.
I wouldn't know.
Wouldn't you? I'd have thought the
Why
local
not?
That
wizard
doesn't really
would
sound
know.
very believable there, Milo.
You know,
Don't be mad at the necromancer. They're just trying to raise a family.
Milo, what do you know about this banshee that originally appeared?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
So what you could do here, guys, because you haven't out of character now. It's DM speaking. What you could do is, if you don't believe someone's telling the truth, you can roll an insight check.
Seems like we would be doing that as part of this. So
We don't believe him at all.
No, he's very
Hector's still
shifty.
trying to figure out this.
I just rolled an 18, 19 on my insight check.
So yeah, you're 18. That's your main die. You know, or that you notice that he's not exactly telling the truth.
shocker.
Yeah. Milo, I don't really believe you, Milo. What's going on here? What is behind this? Were you dabbling in something you didn't really know?
Roll an intimidation check, please, Traylon.
Can
I
assist
just rolled
in his
a-
intimidation check.
A 15 and a 4.
Sorry, say again.
Can I assist him in his intimidation check?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna walk up right behind him and just kind of stand like at my full like broad-shouldered height. Like I'm gonna walk up right behind Traylon
I like
and
it.
just stand right behind him as I look down at him. I'm not like making any moves for anything. I'm just like standing behind him and just kind of giving like a serious face look. Because I don't want to be lied to.
Oh, all right. I was told not to say anything, but all I know is that there's a dark secret in the past of House Okun, and that something darker than a ghost lies at the bottom of the crypt.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know. It's very dangerous, and you'd be earning your money.
Did somebody somehow wake this darkness up? How did it suddenly appear when it had been not there before?
We don't know. We don't know.
Just doing a quick insight check to see if I believe him or not. 18 and a 10.
He's telling the truth.
All right.
He doesn't know. All he knows is that there is some family secret that the Countess is hiding, but he has no idea as to what started the things a couple of weeks ago.
And wasn't her companion a halfling wizard? So,
Are they still around, by the way?
No,
Or
they've
are they? Okay.
They've gone.
what was she doing? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose this is an interview. I mean, honestly, I think there's maybe some folly going on trying to get at what the real reason behind this this banshee is. But we'll hold her to her word for now. Continue forward, I guess, into the castle.
Okay, so Milo leads the four of you up into the castle and to the doors of the crypt that lies underneath it. He unseals the doors of the crypt and wishes you luck before you enter the doors.
All right, Milo.
Yes.
We want to make sure that, one, you close the doors behind us so nothing gets back out, but make sure this is manned and tell them if we come back out, if we come back to this door, that you will open the door and let us out.
Of course.
Right, we don't want this sealed behind us.
Of course. Right, so the door is a double door, and so you can fit 2 people, the width of 2 people. So how do you want to go in? What order do you want to go in?
I will
Come short,
not.
dwarf. Let's go
not-
in. Let's lead the other 2 into this place in case we run amongst any trouble.
I'll slightly slip behind Jatic and nudge him forward a little.
Right, I've got my mace in my hand. I'm gonna. Yep. Well, let's go through first. We can take anything on in there.
Okay, so Milo takes out a big key out of his pocket. It's a good foot-long key. It's huge. I mean, God knows where he's been hiding it. But he takes it out with 2 hands, puts it into the lock, struggles to unlock it, and he hears big clunk as he unlocks. And the doors just open, almost like the well-oiled hinges. But they're just open towards you. And you can see, all you can see in front of you is just steps going down.
Well,
Okay.
let's.
So-
I'm assuming
Is it
there's
well
no
lit?
traps. Milo. By the way, Milo. Any traps within this crypt that you guys have set? Anything that we need to be aware of?
No, there's no traps.
Okay. All right.
No
Yeah,
traps.
All right. Then why don't we let Hector? How good are you at seeing in the dark?
I will see in the dark.
So
All right.
Luckily, I
Let-
do.
let's-
So.
Hector's been equipped, as has Kim, with torches.
Okay.
So
Why don't you 2 lead the way? Let's go down and see what we can see.
so the 4 of you enter the crypt, and you hear the doors slowly but firmly close behind you, and a big clunk behind.
All right. Real quickly, I turn back around. I bang on the door. And I shout to Milo.
Hello,
Open, Milo.
hello. Can't hear you.
Of course.
It's
Open
just
the
a
door,
problem.
or I will open the door.
These doors are very, very sturdy.
Very, very strong.
Very, very sturdy.
This is what I was afraid of.
Fucking Milo.
I know. All right. Well, let's continue forward.
Okay, so you find yourselves walking down 30 steps, just to give you an idea. So the ceiling is about 10 foot high. The walls of the crypt are littered with alcoves, and the crypt is pretty much unlit. There are no torches. So luckily, Kim and Hector have torches, and Traylon and Jatic have their dark vision.
Are there any torches just on the wall that aren't lit, or are they just literally no torches anywhere to light?
No torches anywhere.
All right.
So, the crypt, the staircase in front of you, you can see the bottom. It descends about 30 feet. So you should be able to see the map now.
Yes.
Yep.
So if you, what do you want to do? Move to the bottom. So just to let you know, Jason, you can left click your token and then just use the arrow, the cursor keys on your keyboard to move your character. So each. Yeah, there you go.
I never knew you could use the arrow keys this whole time.
And the arrow keys actually do it by grid as well. So
5.
each of those
Brilliant.
grids is 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Kim?
I'm here, but I'm by myself. So
So you find yourselves. Kim's still at the top of the stairs.
well, yeah, I'm the only one here, so Yeah.
Where's she going? What's she doing over there?
I don't know. This is where I was at. So apparently I'm floating off into the another I don't know.
Oh, I see.
She's
you.
stuck to
There
the
you go.
roof with her sticky fingers.
Apparently,
Oh, that's why.
So you enter, you get to the bottom of the stairs, and it opens up into a burial chamber with 4 columns. The columns are covered with frescoes, which depict various good acts the family has committed over the years, including feeding the hungry and building shelters for the homeless. As you all come to the bottom of the stairs, you feel a rushing of wind.
Sorry, my bad. I had a
Jake.
taco for breakfast.
Coming from the opposite direction.
All right, sorry, it wasn't me then.
Coming towards you. And a spectral banshee appears in
course
front
it
of you.
All right.
She appears angry and terrifying, wind swirling around. And she says, "Leave or die." And then
What is causing you unrest?
disappears. She
Okay.
just disappears in a puff of smoke.
Little warning for us. Interesting.
Well, we should probably go.
No. I mean, we don't
She
really
does
have a
this for
choice
me.
at this point. We're to coin a phrase, we're pot committed. Let's Jatic, why don't you check out, see what's in this chamber?
Oh, I can't get past that column. Hang on, with my keyboard.
Use your mouse if you can't.
Now that there's been a hint of danger, Hector is going to go ahead and pull.
Sorry, say that again, please. Hector's going to what, sorry?
He's going to pull out his great sword, so he has it in hand.
Ah, right, okay.
Everybody's
Right,
standing
so-
behind Hector when he does this, right?
Right, I'm at the entrance to the chamber, and I have a look in.
Okay, so you see you go into a small 15-foot, 20-foot chamber, and there's tools and equipment around that look like they're for preparing bodies, preparing corpses, so embalming tools. Who's in there? Jatic, can you make a religion check for me, please? Very good, 15. So you recognize that the embalming method coincides with the god Kelemvor.
Anybody know what Kelemvor does?
And if you can roll an investigation check for me as well, please.
Investigation.
Him or all of us, or just him? Okay.
Just him, because he's the only one gone into the room. So it just looks like some embalming tools. Really, there's nothing
Not
else.
uncommon.
That was a pretty poor investigation, although someone wants to come in with me and have a bit of an investigation. They might have more knowledge than me about these things. I'm more into the mining and making of tools than embalming.
Did you say Kelembaum?
Kelemvar.
Kelemvar. Okay. I'll proceed into the chamber. And
Hector's
look around.
going to take like a defense spot here.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, so
23 on the investigation.
So as you go towards the tables with the embalming and various tools and equipment for embalming, you notice that using your knowledge of embalming, high elves are known for their sacred ways of preserving bodies and honouring the dead. You notice that there's a few pieces of the embalming equipment missing, namely some very sharp devices.
Normally, there's a little bit more to what's here. So, I mean, let's just be wary. Maybe somebody has taken these items as defensive weapons, possibly, or maybe they're using that for something more nefarious. But either way, there's things that are missing from here right now.
Definitely.
Have we to? So there's nothing else in here of worth or of note. Are we to carry on down the corridor?
I think we can.
Also, creepy fact about Trelawney knows about embalming. Not sure how I feel about that one.
There's many things you don't know about me.
I'm finding this out.
Looks like the path there. By the marching order.
So as you move ahead, there's a single file corridor coming up. How do you want to? What order do you want to go in?
I think Jatic, you need to go in the front because you can see in the dark.
I can see in the dark, yeah.
At Hector, you need to be right behind him, and I mean, little one, depending upon how you want to do this, so you can be behind me or in front of me. I'm comfortable.
I don't care. I'll stay in front of you. That way, if there's something that comes up behind us, maybe you can shoot off a spell or something.
Perfect.
That means the spellcaster is going to be in the back, and he's the door back. Whereas maybe the rogue would be a bit more have a bit more awareness. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
No, I hear you, Hector, but you know what? Your job is to stand there and look pretty for the moment. So you just be the meat shield that you're going to be, and
later.
I know. But my character would be totally okay with this, because right now there's nothing that's going to come from behind us outside of potentially
Apart
a ghost.
from a banshee.
So, yeah.
Maybe Milo. Yeah.
Yeah.
A banshee that can just appear out of nowhere.
Right. But
Or the
I'd
undead
much
just
rather.
crawl out of the ground.
Right. We did hear talk of undead, so I think the more bodies in front of me, the better.
Right, all right, Mr.
comfortable
Scaredy
with
Cat,
this.
let's proceed. So we'll head down to this bend in the corridor. Oh, it's a split path. Have a look at it. Right, I'm at the entrance to this room now. What do you want to do, boss? Are we, is it worth doing a perception check or anything?
You can see in front of you, it's a very large chamber.
Yeah.
And contains the majority of the ancestors of House and Kuhn. The room contains 4 floor-to-ceiling pillars, and these pillars contain the remains of important members from House O'Goon.
Just make sure you keep those torches handy. If we do come across any undead, they don't like fire.
Definitely.
And all of my knowledge and readings, I've heard many times that the undead do not like fire. So just keep that handy.
Right, have we to proceed into the chamber? Because I'm holding up the queue here.
Yeah, I think you can walk in.
As you enter the chamber, you hear rustling and a very unnerving sound coming from all around you. All of a sudden, you spot the walls, what you thought were just wall coverings, are actually coverings of skin, and they fall like a enormous curtain to the floor.
Ew.
and various hands and arms start reaching out of the walls. And you are suddenly surrounded by zombies and skeletons.
Well, this has been fun.
And
This is why I had you all go in front of me.
And so
Except now we're all in here.
I would
So are
like
these just
you.
3?
Sorry?
Are these just? I can only see 3, so I guess that's all I see.
I
I'm
see 4.
just getting used to roll 20.
Yeah, that's all you can see at the moment. But judging by the noise,
and there's a lot of that.
there's a lot of moaning, groaning, rustling, and dragging of things. The nearest ones to you, the ones that you can see, some of them are carrying some of the embalming tools as weapons. So, party, what I'd like you to do is roll your initiative. So, left click select your token.
Well, shit, I got a 6.
When you left click, which one's initiative? And
It's right next to your armor class.
So when you click, it says if you've got the buttons for your weapons, Mark, which you should have.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're just rolling 1d20.
So you're rolling it for initiative, yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. We are so good at die.
Yeah.
Is that your 5, Mark?
Yeah.
I have to add it because you didn't select your token.
I did.
Way to go, Mark.
Yeah, I did. I've got the numbers at 0, 35, 16, and then I've got battle axe, hand axe, morning star at the top. That's what I selected it.
Simple tasks for dwarves are not so easy.
Right, so
I've got
let's
proof on stream.
let's roll for the zombies. Oh,
Crap.
they're not doing too good either. And for the skeletons, oh wow, that is a ridiculously low initiative roll for everyone. Let's just make sure that Mark's got his 5. There we go.
Oh, I rolled a die. I said, yeah, I used the dice at the top left, what he said.
Right,
I didn't roll
you see.
initiative roll.
Yeah,
Right.
well, 5's what it is.
Yeah.
So, at first, the zombies and Kim. Kim,
Goody.
just looking at your dexterity's a lot higher than the skeletons and the zombies. So you go first.
All right. Let's see. I got 2 in front of me. Yeehaw. So I will. Take my bow, I think, and I will take care of the one on my left, which would be the
So-
one that's right ahead.
So remember to, if you want to show which one you want,
Mm-hmm.
you just hold the mouse down like that. So you left click and hold it down. It should give a. Yeah, there we go.
Just like that. There we go.
Just like that.
All right. So yeah, let's see if I can hit that sucker with my bow and arrow. Hopefully.
So you rolled an 11. The arrow fires, and even though it's close to you, it jumps off and misses, bouncing
Of course it
into the wall.
Huh. Nice. Great.
Okay, it's the zombie's turn. So this zombie here, standing next to Jatic, he is going to. Let's see what's he going to do.
Hopefully you got all your bits covered there, Jatic. It might get bad.
He is going to slam against Jatic. 9. What's your AC, Jatic? It's pretty high, isn't it?
Yeah.
16, yeah. So, he sort of lumbers towards you and doesn't really get any power behind him. So misses. This zombie down the bottom here, stand next to Hector, is again going to try and slam into Hector. That's a 16. Hector, your AC is 15.
Yep, that's a hit.
So that's a hit. So he impacts you and causes 2 bludgeoning damage.
You'll have to do better than that, foul creature.
So that's 2. Right, let's see. Where are we? Zombies at the back. Just check what their movement is. 20 feet. So there's another zombie lumbers towards Hector. And again, goes in for an attack.
It's because of the beef jerky. They can smell it.
And again, he rushed so far, he sort of trips over himself and tries to steady himself, but causes no damage at all to Hector. There's another zombie around the corner. Doesn't quite reach Jatic. For those that you can't see in the distance, you just hear some lumbering and moaning.
It's a typical Saturday night.
Okay, so that's the zombies' turn. Hang on. Skeletons were next. Sorry about me. I've just screwed that up. Right, so the skeleton that Kim tried to hit takes out its short bow.
Crap.
And aims at Kim.
Ouch.
And rolls a 12. And your AC, Kim, is
Hopeful.
13. So,
Yep.
in a sort of swapping of failed attempts, the skeleton just behind him, again, uses short bow. And misses. There's a skeleton right at the back. Just seeing what range he's got. Yeah, more than enough range. So this skeleton here, all you can see is Kim. So he's going to fire at Kim again. And hits. So the arrow goes flying through, misses his 2 comrades, and goes straight and hits you in the arm for 4 piercing damage.
Lucky bastard.
And the last skeleton, again, all you can see is Kim. Unfortunately, seemed to position herself right in the middle of the room. Yes, arrow flies forward and narrowly misses Kim, hitting the wooden wall, the stone wall behind her. So, next in the turn is Hector.
Hector is going to attack this zombie.
Okay, which one are you attacking?
The one in the far bottom left corner,
Okay,
right next to me.
okay, what are you going to attack him with?
I'm going to hit him with my
with your greatsword. And you rolled an 8. Which hits, causing 14 damage.
That surprises me.
So you bring your greatsword down in a flourish. Such a large weapon. To everyone else, it just appears almost magical how well he handles that greatsword, and slashes down, causing 14 points of damage. That zombie is not looking too healthy.
I believe that's all.
Sorry, say again, Jason.
I think that's all I can do on my turn.
Okay.
Phil? Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry. You've gone quite quiet.
Yeah, it's gone quiet for me as well.
Can you hear me?
Can now, yeah. You may need to get closer to the microphone.
Since my turn's over, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick.
Sure. No worries.
Watch out for zombies.
Right?
As he walks towards the restroom, there's a click.
is it my
Right,
turn?
so, yes, Jatic.
Right. I will pull out my thumper, which is my nickname for my morning star, which I've given it a nickname for. And I'm going to hit this one right above me. How do you do that ping thing?
Left click.
Left click. Yep.
So left click and hold down. That's it.
Yep.
There you go.
I'm going to club that one. I love that morning star.
You swing the Morning Star around, smashing into the side of the zombie, causing 14 piercing damage. The zombie moans and, well, it doesn't do much. It's a zombie, but it's not looking very healthy at all. Traylon.
You're up, Elf.
Is he on mute? Is he still there?
Unmute.
Oh.
Because I have a little zombie of my own in the other room that
right.
decided to park right next to my door.
Understandable.
Whew. So in my observations, the creatures at the near Hector are both zombies. Is that correct?
Yes,
And then the one in front of Kim is a skeleton,
Yep.
that's correct.
and then the one above Jatic is another zombie.
That's correct.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's also two more further down, what I can see, because of the field of view, where them two square columns are. There's two more
Right.
zombies down there as well.
Okay.
So I can't see the skeletons because of the field of view, so...
All right, that's not going to help. So let me. Oh, hang on. Hey. Oh, that's why. Okay. It's two creatures within 5 feet. That's not going to help either. All right, so I am going to take out my longbow, and I will attack that zombie.
Okay.
Good
That's
luck.
a skeleton.
A skeleton, sorry.
You pull out your longbow and you fire the arrow, luckily just over 20 feet, and hit it straight in the head through one of the eyes, where an eye would be, eye socket, causing 10 piercing damage. The skeleton knocks back and one of its arms falls off. It's not doing too well.
Okay.
Okay, top of the turn is
Better than I did.
Is up to Kim.
All right. Well, considering my bow kind of let me down. And he's not that far away. Although, do I really want to get close to that thing? Alright. Well. Oh. Well, try the bow again. See if it'll redeem itself. And I will try to finish off this one here.
Okay.
Alright. Bow, don't fail me now. Come on.
You rolled a 10. The arrow flies past and would have hit his arm if his arm hadn't just fallen off. It was flying into the distance.
Oh, God. Sorry. Gonna have to upgrade the bow to something.
Okay, so it's the zombie's turn. So this zombie at the top next to Jatic is going to try and attack him by slamming his arms into him. Rolls a 17, which hits and causes 7 bludgeoning damage on you, Jatic. This next zombie just here, just around the corner from you, is also going to lumber up to you and going to slam into you. But trips and misses.
That would be me if I was a zombie.
Another zombie lumbers up towards you, but doesn't reach you. And then there's 2 zombies with Hector. So this first one on his left, again, slams in. And just slips off. I think the damage it took previously caused him to miss. And the other one next to him rolled twice. I'll just take the first one. Rolls a 15, which I believe is the same as his AC, so misses. Right, and then there's one zombie at the back, for those who can see, who makes his way towards you. So that's the zombies done. It's now the skeleton's turn. So this skeleton that Kim has missed quite a few times lumbers towards her.
Revenge. There will be revenge.
Attacks with his short sword.
Oh, shit.
But misses. The other skeleton moves forward as well and attacks Kim.
I should have got out of there.
Okay.
Swings, but misses as well.
They're lined up for you now, Greg.
And in the distance, you see a couple more skeletons. So, Hector, you're up. Probably on mute still.
Possibly.
You're right, the bathroom break's turned into a poo break.
I'm here.
There he is.
All right, there he is.
Sorry. Is it my turn?
It is, yes.
Okay. Well, consider I'm getting more and more surrounded. I suppose I'm going to rage.
Yes.
Rage, just so you know, it gives me a +2 to my damage, and then I'll have advantage on strength checks and saving throws. And it will also grant me resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. And then also, screw it. Since I'm raging, I'm just going to frenzy as well, which will also give me a bonus action I can use to attack, so I can attack twice.
Ooh. Go for it.
So my first thing is going to be to swing at the guy that I hit last time and finish him off. So I'm unfamiliar with the with roll 20 here, so I'm trying to figure out what I rolled here.
Yeah. So you roll with advantage when you're raging, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Well, not on attacks.
not on
Just
attacks.
Not on attacks.
Okay. So on this attack, you rolled an 8, and that hits the zombie.
Okay, and it looks like I did 5, 7, 11, 14 plus 3 is
17.
17 plus 2 is 19.
Yeah, that's because you're raging. For everyone else,
Yeah.
This is
Plus 2
because he's
I'm raging.
yeah, this is because he's raging. So normally you do if it's just normal, you just do 10 slashing damage. But because he's raging, he does silly amounts.
Angry teenager effect.
Yeah. So because it's a zombie, it has to make a constitution saving throw with 5+ of the damage taken. So he's taken 19 damage. So he's not going to do very well on this. No. So he would have had to have got a 20, basically. So that zombie is no more.
That zombie is done. And so, let's see. Does either one of you, does Traylon or Kim need an assist with this one guy? Or should I attack the one next to me? Because I still have a movement action before I take my bonus attack.
You muted, Greg.
I was going to say, for the sake of some authenticity, let's let you just make whatever decisions you want to make. So you don't need to consult us. You make your judgment calls. That's kind of how I've played it. I won't ask per se, but I try to kind of assess. And given in your current state, I would think you would just be attacking the next thing near you.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I'll just, I will move up one here and attack this next one because he's the closest one to me. Just gotta pull my character sheet back up here. And now I'm taking my bonus attack, which is
That hits.
15.
Yeah,
So
15.
That does
That definitely hits.
6, 7, 8, 11, plus 3, 14, plus 2, 16.
So just to show you, so what it's done is it's 2d6 plus 3. So the 2d6 rolled, the 2d6 rolled was 1 plus 1. So if you look on the chat, it says how many damage you've done. So without rage, it's 5 slashing damage.
I'm learning a lot.
That's okay.
No worries.
So then the extra 2 would be
Take it up to 7, wouldn't it?
yeah. That's probably hit rage. That way it says I'm doing rage. I don't know if it does that. But okay. Now it just gives me information on what rage is.
Yeah.
So
That's
zombie,
my turn.
yeah. So you slice off one of the zombie's arms and side of its torso. It's still motoring along.
I should take a penalty to using my greatsword with one hand and attack with his arm and my sword.
If that's what you want to do.
No, I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't even think to do that. I'm in a rage. All right. That's my turn.
Okay, great. Jatic.
I'm surrounded now. I don't know what to do now.
So
What range has my Morningstar got? What,
It's 5 feet.
Yeah, so if I step back, I'm not going to hit them, am I? I'm just going to have to rely on my armor class and hope I'll survive this. I'm going to have another go at that one, what I've already hit, and I'll club that one with Thumper.
$26. Definitely. Was that the one that was above you? Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't say. Yes, 13 piercing damage. How do you want to kill him?
I just want to straight down crush him till he's just a mess of blobby goo on the floor.
Zombie jelly.
Yeah.
So you bring your Morning Star down, just pulverizing the zombie. Another one down. I'm just looking because I wasn't sure if you had two attacks.
No, but I've got I have got a facility for that. I've been looking at. I've got a action surge which I can use in between short or long rests.
Yes.
Which I can use. So because I've got 2 more zombies on me, I think I'm going to use the action surge if I can. Can I use it on this turn? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm going to attack Mr. Nice Guy here again with my Morning Star.
Nice.
Yes. So
Damn.
that's a natural 20-year-old causing 19 points of piercing damage to Mr. Zombie, which almost wipes out the torso completely. So he's just left with just his spinal column holding the top and the bottom half together. He's not looking very good at all. Traden, you're up.
Okay. Seeing as how I see Jatic is taking care of some business, I am going to cast Web, which I can cast into a 20-foot cube. And using my sculpting ability, I will cast it basically starting from where Kim is down to where Hector is, and then outward. And I will sculpt it around the two of them so as not to entwine them, but I will cast Web into that 20 by 20 area.
Okay, so let's see.
So they all have to, anybody in there with the exception of Kim and Hector, they need to make dexterity saving throws, otherwise they will be restrained.
Yeah. So this first one is going to make a dex save. Let's have a look. What's he have to get? Dex save of...
It does not say. It's just their dexterity saving throw, whatever that is.
Okay. Well, he's got a 20, so he's definitely okay. This next one. It's usually above 10 and 21. He's fine as well.
Shit.
I tried.
I know.
And
I
this
appreciate
next one. He's fine as well. These are the most adept skeletons you ever see. And the zombie, who you may have a better chance with, being a zombie. Yes, definitely. That zombie is definitely webbed.
And then I think there might be 2 more below where Hector's at.
Yeah, hang on. There's one more because one of them is dead. Zombie passes. Rolled to 17.
Okay. But at least if they still move forward into the web, I believe they would have to make another dexterity throw once they go like into another 5-foot cube.
Yeah. Yes, if they move, yeah.
Those
Okay.
are pretty agile zombies.
I know.
Damn straight.
That would be my turn.
Okay. Kim, Back
All
up
right.
to you.
All right. I'm gonna take out that guy with my short sword. Now, can I use my cunning action to get away from that guy after I'm done attacking him?
You can.
So that I'm not stuck in the middle of these guys any further. Because
Yes.
no, thank you. Alrighty, well, then I will get my short sword out here, and hopefully we can take out Skeleton Boy.
Yes.
That's good, isn't it?
Nice job. Nice job.
You
Thank
swing
God.
your sword back, causing 6 piercing damage that takes his head clean off.
Nice.
Thank God. Alright, so now what do I do to get out of here? Do I just move, or do I have to roll something? I can't remember.
No, you can move.
Alright, I'm gone. I don't like being in a skeleton sandwich, thanks. It's a little too bony for me.
And if they move forward to get to you, they'll get caught in the web, won't they?
The ones that next to you, Jatic, won't. But the
No,
ones,
but the skeletons
yes.
are
Yeah.
going after
Yeah.
Kim, yeah.
So, zombies up next. The zombie that is barely surviving is going to attack
Oops.
Jatic and rolls a 22.
What's he going to attack me with, though? He's got a bit of spinal column and...
He'll run into you,
He's
you know.
He's spinal column. He's still got his arms
All right.
and his top body, but he hits you very seriously, rolling a 22,
Oh, shit.
causing 4 bludgeoning damage.
We shouldn't have made fun of the zombie. Come back to
No.
bite us in the ass.
This zombie is going to walk around. Let's take him out of the field and come in and try and attack you, Jatic. And slips on his comrade's sloppy body on the floor and misses. Right, where are we? So there's a zombie at the bottom here who is trapped, but is right next to Hector. So what does the entrapment mean again, trainer?
So basically, they're either not restrained. They can move at half their distance if they're not restrained, or if they're fully restrained, obviously they're stuck.
Okay, so if he's next to you, he can still melee. So he's going to attack Hector.
Bring it.
He brought it with a 22,
Damn.
It's definitely a hit then.
hitting you and gives you 5 bludgeoning damage as he lumbers in and gnaws on you a bit.
How does that affect my resistance to blood? I'm raging.
Sorry, say again.
I'm resistant to bludgeoning damage since
Right, okay. So it's half, isn't it? You halve it, so it'd be -3.
Okay.
Well spotted. So I'll just add 2 again.
I did it. I did the hit points.
Right,
It
okay.
just puts me at 30.
This zombie here is stuck, so he can't get you, and that is the zombie's turn. So we're now on Hector. So I'm just going to clean up some of the dead.
Hector just roars at that hit because it doesn't hurt him near as bad as it probably should have, and it's him.
Oh,
Which 20 do I go off of here?
you go. You rolled a natural 20. So you actually rolled 25. So normally you cause 17 slashing damage. You're raging, so that adds more.
Yep.
But just your normal 17 is enough to completely pulverize him. How do you want to take him out?
I'm just going to cut him in half long ways. Straight down the middle, right through through the nose, between the nostrils, all the way down.
So you bring your greatsword down and slice down, and due to the web that he's standing in, the two parts don't actually fall apart, but only just a couple of inches. There's a couple of inch gap all the way down.
That's
So
fine.
it's just try to fall apart, but couldn't.
For my move action, since I get a move action and a bonus attack, I'm going to charge through the middle of him at this other one.
So
And
you
get covered in all kinds of blood
As you
and guts
charge,
and disgustingness.
you pull the two sides of him away, and they get covered in the entrails. As you pull them away, it's not completely clean. You're just covered in the entrails and rush towards the other zombie.
Yep.
If the zombie could be terrified, he'd be crapping himself.
I charge him and then do my bonus attack.
Which again hits and causes 12 damage plus your rage, so that'd be 14. 14 damage, which doesn't leave him in a very good place. Okay,
And that is my turn.
it's your turn. Jatic, you're up.
The one on the right's got more health, hasn't it?
Traylon, you're up next.
Noted.
Yeah, I'm going to use my Morning Star on that one.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I can just see on the map how it shows how Traylon could partially see Hector and what he must have thought when that happened as he just sees Hector charge around a corner and then just a bunch of blood fly out. That would have been quite the visual.
Yes.
So, Jatic, you swing your Morning Star, and what's left of the zombie becomes two half zombies. You rolled a 10 and 14 damage, which just pulverizes him.
Nicely done.
Traylon.
Okay. I am going to move, and then I will fire my bow at that creature. Oh, not terribly good.
That was a critical one. Which one were you firing at, sorry?
This one.
Right. You fire and your hands slip and the arrow goes flying and hits the zombie that Jatic had just killed, narrowly missing Jatic.
Dear Lord. It is not a good day for bows and arrows, I will tell you that.
No.
Which way are you shooting, Snooty?
Kim, you're up.
Alright. Yeah, I see that one. Did we have some sort of plan here, Traylon, or did that just go out the window?
I will leave you to your actions.
Well, so no.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. All right, well, I'm going to step forward then and take out, hopefully, this guy here with my short sword, which is suddenly disappeared. All right, hold on. Let me pull that up here. It was there, and now it's gone.
Am I allowed to shout at Kim during her action?
Yes.
Well, you might as well. You shot at me anyway, so.
Your torch, little one. Your torch.
But he's not. Yeah, all right, I get that, but
he's in the web.
Is he in the web? Because the one behind him is, but I didn't know if he was.
Right, but they're all in the web. They're not either. Some are fully restrained or not totally restrained.
Gotcha. Oh,
but the web is.
That's why I asked if there was a plan, but you didn't say anything. So
she did ask.
The plan is. I'm yelling
it's not like
your torch. Your torch.
I was gonna say because the skeleton's not gonna give a shit what we're saying one way or another. All right. Can I set this? Can I set this little sucker on fire?
A skeleton's damaged by fire? I know a zombie would be, but...
Well, if they're covered in the webbing will help with that. So
So you're going to hit it with your
with my torch, I'm gonna set him
your
on
torch.
fire. Yep.
Okay. If you roll a d20 for me, please.
Sure. Oops. Go back. Oh, God damn it!
So you wildly swing your torch in front of you, which the skeleton just completely ignores.
I don't suppose I can get out of here. Or am I stuck here waiting for him to stab me?
She waves it and says, "Shoo, go away."
Yeah, that's right. Leave me alone.
Someone waving a candle at me.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
it was worth a shot
It's
there.
zombies' turn. So this zombie here above Jatic is going to go in for Jatic again.
Just hope it's a low roll.
Mm-hmm.
And rolls a 17.
Shit.
Slams into you, causing another 5 bludgeoning damage.
God, I'm taking a pasting in on this one. I have to use my second window.
And the last zombie, which is stuck, but right next to Hector. Swings wildly, but misses Hector's huge frame somehow. Okay, skeletons are up. So the skeleton here is going to shoot
If he tries,
arrow.
okay, all right.
Shoot an arrow at Traylon. And rolls a 7, which misses.
Well, they're not any better than we are right now, so that's plus at least.
Yeah.
This skeleton here is going to fire at Kim. And rolls a 22,
Damn it.
which pierces Kim's arm and sticks into the wall,
God damn.
causing 4 piercing damage.
Oh boy.
And this skeleton at the back here, again, can only see Kim. And fires. And misses, much to Kim's relief.
And I'm sure we've got a banshee to fight after we've taken all these out as well.
Hector, you're up.
Make more work than we already have.
Right, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the guy next to me.
Okay. You rolled an 11, which hits, and 9 slashing damage. How do you want to finish him off?
This one I will cut from shoulder to hip.
What, diagonally across?
Yep.
So you slice down, and initially it looks like you've missed the zombie.
It's like
But then they slide, the top slides off in a sort of wet mess to a puddle beneath.
And then for my movement action, I'm going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15. All right. That's exactly where I want to be. I want to charge the skeleton right here
Okay.
and hit him with my bonus attack.
Go for it.
That one doesn't look like it's going to hit.
No. You rolled a
But-
7 in your hurry to get around the corner and attack and feed your rage. You miss the skeleton.
That's okay. He's really not all that bothered by it. He can't really think clearly right now. All right. That's
Jatic.
my turn.
Well, I'm going to take out the last remaining zombie in his top corner. And again, use good old faithful Thumper. And he's not going to let me down this time. I hope.
Yeah, that hits zombie for 14 and causes 16 piercing damage. So once again, obliterating most of the zombie. But he's still standing.
Yeah.
Traylon.
I will. What is the distance on my longbow? I think I can cover this ground. Could I fire off a round at that zombie?
Yeah, I think longbow has quite a long range. Shortbow's got 320 feet, so longbow.
Yeah, it'll go. So I will fire off at that zombie.
Okay. And hits. And straight past Jatic and into the zombie's chest, causing 4 piercing damage. This zombie it's a miracle he's still alive. Well, undead. Still standing, I should say. It's a miracle he's standing anyway, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Thank you. So back up to Kim.
Well, I'm stuck to a wall. So how is that gonna...
You'll be able to put it off.
Okay, alright.
It's only through your arm.
Alright, well, I'm gonna pull the arrow out of my arm and the wall, and I'm gonna go over, and, assuming Traylon doesn't want to yell at me again, so... Nothing? Alright.
You know my answer to that already, so I can't help it if you just wanted to wave it in front of his face.
I know, right? But I think I'm gonna go after this guy and try my short sword, because I'm having better luck with it than anything right now, so... Watch me kick myself in the ass. God damn it!
So, you rolled a 7. So as you pull the arrow out of the arm, the pain is too much for you to swing your sword, and you miss.
Let's face it, I probably would have dropped the
focus.
torch anyway.
So the skeletons are up. So this skeleton here, you catch its eye, Kim.
Of course I do.
And he takes a swing at you with his short sword.
How short
and
is it?
hits, cutting in deep for 6 piercing damage. This skeleton here can now see Jatic.
Is it moving forward?
No, it's staying where he is.
Okay, all right.
14, rolled a 14, which I believe misses. Yeah,
Yeah, I've got
doesn't beat
16
your AC of
armor
16.
class,
So misses. And this last skeleton back here can still only see Kim. So he's going to fire an arrow at Kim. Wow, and hits.
Oh, no.
He rolled a 23.
Oh, my God.
I'm dead.
So, and hits you for 6 piercing damage. Hits you in the torso. And Kim is on her last legs. That's the skeletons. Hector, you're up.
This is not my round.
Whose turn?
Hector,
It's
you're
yours.
Okay.
Go for it.
Let's see. I can only see 2 things left, and this skeleton here is the one that's attacking the rogue, right?
Yes,
the one
correct.
right next to me.
Yep.
I would like to try something.
Okay.
I would like to make a grapple check and grab a hold of him and attempt to tear him apart with my hands. So I will make a strength check.
Yep.
It will be a strength contest. Well, you can also use dexterity.
Okay, go for it.
Well, actually, for me, this would be, since I have athletics, this would be an athletics check.
Right.
Okay.
15. So I'm going to roll the.
That's to grapple him, and then we'll have to decide how to do the tearing apart thing.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll a dexterity check to see if you beat him.
And see, it would be dexterity or acrobatics or a strength one if you want to do it that route too. It's the target gets to choose.
That's okay. He's rolled a 6.
Okay, so I have a hold of him.
Yep.
So now do I just do a standard strength check and I'll try to rip him apart, or an attack like a
Do a
or
strength
an
check.
unarmed attack roll?
No, just do a strength check.
Okay.
So you're literally going to rip him apart.
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
You rolled an 18. How do you want to do this?
And he plants his great sword into like the ground, or at least like into like he just plants it, and then just grabs him by like since he's facing the rogue, he just grabs him by the spine, and between the rib, like behind the rib cage and above the hip, and just tears him apart, and just like kind of rattles him and yanks him.
Like pull apart bread.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly like pull apart. Right?
So as Hector grapples the skeleton, grabs hold of him, punches through through to his spinal cord, and almost like he's shaking, he just gives it a massive shake and just tears him apart, and just bones everywhere. Nice one.
Oh, I forgot, because I'm raging. I got bonuses in that strength anyway.
Oh,
I got advantage on
Well, he's in pieces anyway, so I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter now.
okay.
And then, so that's my first turn. Let's see. If
Yep.
I can get, oh, okay. There's another one right there. I will leave him for the dwarf and then charge this one
Okay.
and swing at him. It's probably not going.
No, it's not. As you run round the corner after ripping that skeleton apart, you trip over one of his ribs and miss your great sword, scraping along the floor but not hitting anything.
It was kind of like an upward swing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lose
well,
momentum
that's
on the upward swing. Jatic, you up?
Yep, I'm going to have a go at finishing this dude up here off. Seems he's hit me a couple of times. He's pissed me off a bit. So I'm going to get my Morning Star out again. Good old thumper. And give it a good swing. And that is a good swing.
It is. How do you want to finish him?
I just want to just sideswipe him and just splatter him into two pieces.
So you swing your Morning Star above your right shoulder, you bring it swinging across and just take his head clean off. And the Morning Star follows through the head. So not like hitting a baseball, but it's almost like the head stuck to the Morning Star and it smashes against the that wall on your left-hand side and just obliterates it. Very nice. Traylon.
So I am going to advance. Advance to here, and then I as I'm advancing, I'm shouting at Kim, get behind me, Kim." Me to say the day, and then I will use a longbow. I'm going to attack the actual creature all the way down the hallway.
Okay.
It's not my day with the longbow.
No, it's
I
not.
know, right? It is not a good day for the bow. I'm telling you.
Your heroic move, unfortunately, fails, and you miss that skeleton in the distance. Okay, Kim.
Okay, well, since I've only got 2 health, I probably should take a health potion, more
Yeah.
than likely. Because we're not out of the woods yet.
No.
So, alright. So how do I do that again?
2d4 plus 2.
Okay. Oops.
So 3, 5. You've increased your health by 5.
Better
to 7.
than I suppose.
Okay. Skeleton's turn. So this skeleton is going to take a swing at Hector as he's right next to him. So he wields his short sword and swings.
Hector is not the least bit afraid of that.
No, because it misses considerably, rolling a 9, which is nothing against your AC. And the other skeleton is going to fire its short bow at Traden. and hits for 8 piercing damage as it flies forward and hits Traylon in the stomach.
Ouch.
Hector, you're up.
Jason.
Hector, you're on mute.
Yep, I sure was muted. I'm going to attack the guy
You have to get a bit closer to the mic, please. James.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Yep.
Sorry. I'm going to attack the guy I'm currently already engaged.
Okay, yeah.
That was
14.
14. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So 14 hits and causing... you're still raging, so 10 slashing damage.
How long does that raging last? That's quite a cool thing.
It lasts until I'm either knocked unconscious or I can't attack
Alright.
anything else. Like, so if I go around without attacking something,
Yeah,
I
stops.
will. It will stop my rage.
Alright.
And since I'm in a frenzy,
Yeah.
and during my rage, that means when I come out of my rage, I will suffer 1 point of exhaustion. And if you get to I think it's 6 points of exhaustion, you're dead.
Yeah.
5, you can't even walk. So I did. How much to him?
8 damage. So he's
He's still standing.
he's still standing bony just.
Okay, I would like to use. All right, I will grapple this one too, and just attempt to just rip his. No, I'm going to attempt to just grab his skull and then just crush it with my hand.
Okay, so that's let's say it's an unarmed strike.
Okay. And I have iron hands, so that actually gives me a bonus to that, I think.
Yeah,
Iron.
so 17, which definitely hits. So you reach back, and just your huge fist just pounds into this skull, causing 4 bludgeoning damage, which takes his skull clean off, and he goes flying back across the other side of the room, past the other skeleton.
Oh man, I wish it would have hit the other skeleton. That would have been awesome.
Nice one. Okay,
That'll be my turn.
that's your turn, Kim.
All
Um,
right.
do I follow Hector?
Yes, Jatic.
That's what I was gonna
Oh yeah,
say.
sorry, Jatic. Yeah,
Because Kim healed, didn't she? So,
Yeah, that's not right. Maybe I was
right,
knocked
so-
unconscious and didn't remember.
I can't see that last one, so I'm gonna move 1, 2, 4, 5, and oh, I went too far. Right, so I can. I can't swing from there, can I?
No.
I can throw my hand axe at him, though, can't I?
you can. Yes, you can.
Right, I will throw my hand axe at that last ugly bastard.
Good luck.
Oh, bollocks.
You run across and behind the pillar, skidding to a halt, but unfortunately you skid a bit too far, and your hand axe goes flying and misses that skeleton completely.
Throwing things today has been rough. Telling you.
Traylon.
All right, I will also attack the same zombie or skeleton that he just attacked with my longbow again. Just go for broke here.
Come on, Elf.
Yeah, that's better.
21.
Better.
So your arrow flies true, striking the skeleton in the chest, causing 4 piercing damage. That's the first time that skeleton's been injured. Kim.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I've got 7, so I'm not dead yet. So I'm gonna... Yeah, right. I'm gonna move back up. See that asshole. And, let's see. And of course, I'm gonna try to attack. I'm gonna try my bow yet again.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Hmm.
thank
Better.
God.
Yeah,
That hits.
Better.
That's a brilliant shot,
yeah.
actually.
It's quite a lot of
How
damage.
do you want to do it, Kim?
I just want to explode his skull. That's
So
all.
you run back in your sapping strength. You manage to pull your bow far back, and the arrow just flies forward and hits the exact pressure point needed in the skull for it to explode.
Revenge is mine.
Jatic has to shield his eyes as pieces of skull go flying. A couple nick his cheeks.
Sorry, Jatic.
That skeleton is no more, and you all breathe a sigh of relief that the room at the moment appears quiet and still. And that's where we'll leave it for this week.
Woohoo!
Brilliant.
Thank God.
Well done.
I was starting to get a little worried there.
Thanks for having me on your show, guys.
Sure.
Well done,
You
Jace.
pulled
You
pulled
pulled
my
your weight,
bacon
Hector.
out of the fire, so
Yeah. You can't have to do some damage, old Hector, can he?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that battle to be as tough as it was, to be honest.
I wouldn't either, to be honest.
Well, I
took
think-
2 points of damage, so I didn't have any issues.
I think when the web failed to capture pretty much
Yeah.
all of them, it
Yeah.
drastically changed things.
Yeah,
For
those
sure.
skeletons are pretty hefty. Their
And
dexterity.
they've got some good rolls as well, didn't they? Some of them got,
Yeah.
like, on the bows, we're getting 22s.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't get shit, so that was my problem. I just couldn't get nothing. Except for that last one, that was it. It was not my day.
Brilliant. So, yes, so there's a fair bit in this this crypt for you to still get around.
Yes.
So,
Definitely.
more adventures afoot. So, brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. We'll be in touch about setting up the next session. Jason, thank you very much. Really love the character you've brought. It's
Yeah.
this lumbering, overeager. just
Yep. Yep.
not simple. Is what's the word?
Now, he has an average intelligence. Like,
Yes.
it-
Right. But there's just like that childish eagerness almost in a way.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I
Exactly.
kind of view him.
Well,
Yeah.
he's not really familiar much with like the society. He's mainly
Right.
because he's an Outlander background.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of
just,
strikes me as
I-
like the Boy
Go ahead.
Scout that just wants to do good and get out there and take on the world.
kind of like that, yeah.
That's brilliant.
Bill, something to note for next time. I have a point of exhaustion now
Yep.
that I'm out of rage, and that gives me disadvantage on ability checks until I believe it's until I take a short rest.
Yeah.
Take a short rest.
I think short rest. Yeah. Dude, I'm just looking now on D&D Beyond if you can actually put
That's a long rest. Excuse me.
if you can put exhaustion. I'll have a search for that because it'll be
I did it on D&D Beyond. It's you go up to conditions on the top right.
right. Okay.
See, and then it brings it up, and at the bottom is exhaustion. I've added it to. I clicked on it.
Okay.
And
Do
if
you
you-
want to add a use of rage as well to your in your features and traits? You can tick the checkbox.
I did.
Oh, you have. Okay. I
Yeah.
just haven't refreshed.
I did that when I did it. I was keeping up with Bill's character sheets.
Brilliant. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. And
Sure.
that was really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gets
Yeah,
us
thank
warmed
you.
up for the next one. No worries. Cheers, everyone. Everyone, take care.
All right, you all have a
Bye.
good night.
Andy, take
Yeah.
care. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, intrepid listener, for joining us on OCD&D. Join us next time for more exciting adventures. And please follow us on Twitch and Twitter at OCD&D.
like this podcast, there is another site you should check out, which is called VGHub.net. And on there, you find a bunch of links to other video game podcasts similar in vein to ours, but different in the way they're delivered. Some have all kinds of sound effects.
Are for old people.
Some talk about
Too many, some
RPGs.
people say.
Come on now.
Some might say that.
No one says that.
Then, of course, you have links to, great forums.
You don't have any other friends.
So check it out, VGHub.net. It is a great starting point for your podcast discovery.